Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy, and there's great news. This guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and four dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's more of a thinker and a dreamer than a doer. You'll hear him speak with excitement about ideas and what could be. But when it comes to working hard for promotions or chasing big career wins, he rarely pushes himself. If things at work get tough, he might quietly step back instead of facing the challenge head on.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't explode or make a scene. Instead, he mostly shuts down. He's the type to quietly step away, avoid the problem, or just disappear for a while. He finds it easier to withdraw than face the stress head on.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work usually find him very easy to get along with. He's polite, friendly, and rarely starts any arguments. You won't hear stories of him shouting or picking fights. Instead, he tries to keep things peaceful and pleasant.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He will genuinely be proud of you if you succeed in your career. He isn't the type to feel threatened or compete with you. Instead, he'll offer you gentle encouragement and celebrate your achievements. You won't have to tiptoe around your success or worry about hurting his feelings.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, he's not likely to feel resentful or secretly angry about it. He's gentle and humble, and he doesn't measure his value by how much money he makes or compare himself to others in that way. You won't see him sulking or withdrawing because of money matters.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He handles money quite carefully and doesn't spend without thinking. He likes to keep things organized and avoids making risky or careless choices. He's not one to splurge on things just for fun or act impulsively in money matters.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't try to show off or pretend to be richer than he is. You'll notice that he makes choices based on what he can realistically afford without chasing flashy things or trying to impress others. He prefers simple, genuine living and won't put up a false show for the world.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He's warm hearted and generous both with his time and his kindness. He won't be stingy or hold back when it comes to helping others or sharing what he has. He welcomes people and ideas with an open spirit, making sure those around him feel included and cared for.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, not one to hide things or play secret games. You can expect clear conversations about expenses, savings, and plans without needing to dig for the truth. He respects your right to know what's happening and values fairness in how money is shared and managed.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared and not just your job alone. He cares about fairness and wants both partners to feel respected and comfortable at home. You won't have to fight for equal effort. He sees teamwork as the right way forward.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's the type who will actually roll up his sleeves and help with chores and diapers, not just stand by and supervise. If something needs cleaning or the baby needs attention, he's willing to get involved instead of telling you how it should be done. You won't find him giving orders from the sofa or acting like he's above these tasks. His approach is kind and caring, so he wants to share the daily work and make things easier for you.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He truly tries to understand your side and doesn't just argue to prove he's right. If you share your feelings or explain your point, he's patient and listens with kindness, wanting to know where you're coming from. Even when you disagree, he's more interested in solving the problem together than winning the argument.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
Even when he's angry, he stays respectful and doesn't lash out with hurtful words or aggressive actions. He's not someone who shouts, insults, or makes nasty remarks when he's upset. You won't need to worry about sudden outbursts or harsh treatment in tough moments.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he's not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He's usually calm even when things go wrong and doesn't react with sudden bursts of temper. His peaceful nature makes for a gentle home where arguments don't turn ugly or feel unsafe.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is willing to say sorry and take responsibility when he's in the wrong. If there's a mistake, he won't jump to blame you or make excuses. Instead, he'll listen and quietly admit what he could have done better. His gentle nature helps him accept faults without turning it into a fight.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. If you tell him you're not comfortable with something or want to set a limit, he listens and doesn't push or argue. His gentle nature helps him accept your wishes without making you feel guilty or pressured.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say you're tired or just not feeling up to it, he will understand and won't get upset or make you feel bad. You won't face guilt trips, sulking, or angry words, just gentle support and patience.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He's gentle and respectful, never the type to use your secrets or special memories against you. His kindness means he values trust and wants you to feel secure in your relationship.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is the kind of man who values loyalty and stays faithful in a relationship. He's not easily distracted by other women or looking for attention outside of what you share together. His caring nature means he treats your bond seriously and puts trust at the center of his actions.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or jealous. He doesn't try to control what you do, who you meet, or constantly question your choices. You won't have to deal with suspicious looks or endless questions about your phone or friendships.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, protective doesn't mean controlling. He shows care and concern without making rules or trying to manage every part of your life. His gentle, understanding way makes you feel safe rather than trapped.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He sees parenting as a team effort and believes both of you should share the responsibilities. He doesn't expect you to do it all by yourself or leave you struggling alone. You'll notice his willingness to participate and make family life fair and balanced.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't react with shouting, blaming, or angry words. Instead, he listens patiently, comforts them, and tries to understand what went wrong.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a loving mother and as your own person. He understands that you have dreams, needs, and interests outside of just caring for the kids, and he respects that. With him, you'll have the freedom to be yourself, knowing he stands by you every step of the way.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he's not the kind of man who will support your career now and then expect you to give it up after having a child. He respects your choices and values your happiness, knowing that your career is a meaningful part of who you are. With him, your dreams and responsibilities matter, both before and after children.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth and genuine respect, not just act polite on the surface. When he meets them, expect him to show kindness, listen carefully, and make honest efforts to connect and make them feel comfortable. He doesn't see family relationships as just a duty. He wants to build real bonds and offer his caring nature to those close to you. He will try to adjust to your family and won't expect them to change just for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle the situation calmly and not make things worse. He isn't quick to argue or get angry, so you won't see him raising his voice or throwing blame around. If you need support, he'll be there, listening and offering advice without adding more tension.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he is not the kind of man who is modern with you in private, but expects you to suddenly act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. He respects you for who you are and values honesty over show. If you want to speak up or live differently, he'll support you and help others understand.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will support you and won't simply stay out of it or side with his relatives. He cares deeply about your feelings and treats your happiness as important, even when things get tricky with family. While he also tries to keep harmony, he doesn't leave you feeling alone or betrayed.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He isn't a mummy's boy. He manages his bonds with care and doesn't let them cloud his judgment. If there's a conflict between you and his mother, he will listen to both sides and make a fair decision. With him, you can expect thoughtful support and a clear sense of loyalty to your partnership.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
No, he won't share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He believes in keeping personal matters between the two of you, respecting your privacy and the trust you share. With him, your private life stays safe and respected, helping your bond grow stronger and healthier.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Overall, as we mentioned at the start, this guy scored a solid A. He is a great guy. Being in a relationship with this man is calm, gentle, and filled with understanding. Each day you'll find kindness and support without big fights or harsh words.